Hello, my friend, and welcome to Pro Wrestling Daily. My name is Aaron Machbitz. Let's talk about the August 4th edition of Monday Night Raw. In my opinion, it just wasn't very good. Coming off the heels of two nights of SummerSlam, where night one we saw Seth Rollins cash in his Money in the Bank briefcase and end it in a historic fashion. Night two saw Cody Rhodes reclaiming the undisputed WWE Championship and Brock Lesnar returning. Two absolutely historic and memorable nights, both ending in unbelievable fashion. Night one, night two. So you would say that coming in to Monday, this Monday Night Raw should have been incredible and packed with storylines that are going to develop and continue moving forward. But really, the August 4th edition of Monday Night Raw was mediocre. It was mediocre at best in Brooklyn, New York. But there were a couple things that did happen that are important. We now know for sure Gunther is out for a while, has to get surgery. He had to get surgery before his match with CM Punk, so he played that nose storyline, falling on the announce table, bloody everywhere, really, really well, which again gave CM Punk the advantage for him to win the world title. And then, of course, we know Seth Rollins cashed in because Seth Rollins is never, ever going to let CM Punk have that championship. He's just stopped him at every chance. Elimination Chamber, Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, now here at SummerSlam. It's all going to come full story, and potentially CM Punk is going to beat Seth Rollins for that World Heavyweight Championship, and that's how they're going to, quote-unquote, finish the story. But right now, it seems pretty locked in that at WrestleMania 42, we're going to see Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns 3, because the prediction is that Roman Reigns will win the Royal Rumble. There's also a prediction that Sami Zayn will win the Royal Rumble, and I've been saying for a while that it's going to be Seth Rollins versus Sami Zayn at WrestleMania 42. So it's looking like it's going to be Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns. Number 3. Roman Reigns wins the Royal Rumble at WrestleMania 42. Then you have the World Heavyweight title if Seth Rollins holds it until WrestleMania, which I think is highly unlikely because CM Punk is coming after him. Gunther's going to return and come after him. And then the other option is that Sami Zayn somehow gets in there, Royal Rumble, Elimination Chamber. He goes and faces Seth Rollins at WrestleMania 42. So you have Rollins versus Zayn and Rhodes versus Reigns as your main events. But I thought they were going in the Sami Zayn direction. But now that I see Sami Zayn and he just has sort of the same promo over and over again, he's not really super over as a babyface anymore, or he hasn't gotten any more over as a babyface. He's like mediocre over, and he like has good matches, but sort of does the same thing over and over again. I don't see Sami Zayn becoming a world champion. I don't think he's going to face Seth Rollins at WrestleMania 42 for the world title. He might face Seth Rollins, but if he does face Seth Rollins, it will not be for a world championship. Sami Zayn will not win a world championship in WWE. LA Knight will not win a world championship in WWE. I hope I'm wrong about LA Knight. But I don't think I am. I do think that we could potentially see this feud drag out between Rollins and CM Punk all the way until WrestleMania 42, and then your two big main events are Rhodes versus Reigns and Rollins versus Punk, with Gunther maybe facing Brock Lesnar, potentially in that situation, and I think it might go in that way. But those are some long-term predictions. We're in August, WrestleMania happens in April, but there you go. So now we know that Gunther is out of action for a while. We also know that Roman Reigns is going to be out of action for a while. He got taken out by 3 or 4 tsunamis. I believe he's going to film Street Fighter. Really, he just doesn't work at WWE. No, I'm just kidding. He takes hella time off, but this time is actually for a reason. He's going to film Street Fighter, and in the process, they put over Bronson Reed as an absolute beast, taking out Roman Reigns. 3 tsunamis. He's done. He's out of the picture for a while. We're just going to see Rollins and Punk really go face to face, head to head in this which is going to be a very, very intense feud. I also believe that the Rollins group has a name now. They're called The Vision. I guess that's a cool name. I know Seth Rollins is called The Visionary, but I don't really love the group name The Vision. I think they could have come up with something better. Also, that's the name of a superhero, but whatever. Seth Rollins, Paul Heyman, Bronson Reed, Braun Breaker are now collectively known as The Vision. And then we go into the main event. Of course, the main event, we see Rollins versus LA Knight. People are fired up about LA Knight. I love LA Knight. I think LA Knight is great, but I think LA Knight is a Roddy Piper situation. Just a really, really good professional wrestler, a really good talker, but never going to win the World Heavyweight Championship. LA Knight is way more over than a Sami Zayn. I think LA Knight is just as over as a Jey Uso. People are saying LA Knight, yeah, they're right on with him. I also think LA Knight is a better professional wrestler, in-ring competitor than Jey Uso. Sami Zayn is better than both of them. Sami Zayn is the best of the three in terms of in-ring competitors, but Jey Uso already won the big one. I don't think Sami Zayn and LA Knight are going to ever win the big one, but I hope I'm wrong about LA Knight. And then, of course, CM Punk comes out, just starts beating the shit out of Seth Rollins. They take out CM Punk. Then Roman Reigns comes out. They take out Roman Reigns. And the Vision, Seth Rollins and company, stand tall to end Monday Night Raw, which is a very mediocre episode of Monday Night Raw. But, I mean, maybe the highlight of the whole show is when Becky Lynch absolutely cooked Nikki Bella and brought up John Cena, saying that her and Seth Rollins are the greatest wrestling couple of all time, and then saying, Nikki Bella, you once were that, but now you can't see me, because obviously Nikki Bella and John Cena used to date, and there's some weird things that I guess John Cena did with contracts when she moved in and all that type of stuff. But now you have the best wrestling couple in Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins. I mean, I love when she talks about her hot husband, and, Becky Lynch is the Intercontinental Champion. It's like, it's a pretty good little bit there, and it's legit, and it's real. They have a kid, and, obviously, Seth Rollins pulled off this little heist shoot where he didn't tell anyone about his knee, and then eventually came back, his knee was fine, and he wins the World Heavyweight Championship. Becky Lynch is saying that she was a little upset with Seth Rollins that she had to lie to her family and friends that her husband was injured, because if it just gets out, it gets leaked, then everyone starts to know. So Rollins pretty much didn't tell anyone. He had his wife, lie to their friends and family. He lied to everyone at work. He lied to Triple H. He lied to the whole deal so he could work everyone, so he could work it into a shoot and really pull off something special, which he did at SummerSlam to win the World Heavyweight Championship. Also, just a last final note here, I think Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair are having a lot of fun. It looks like Charlotte Flair is having a ton of fun. That's all I wanted to have. I wanted to have fun wrestling and being in WWE and going on TV and having matches. It's supposed to be fun, and I'm glad she has her smile back, Shawn Michaels style, and those two are just a fun team together. So hopefully they'll hold the straps for a very long time and have great matches and all those sorts of things. But that's what I think about the August 4th edition of Monday Night Raw. It was a mediocre episode, but we did see some things that were important that are going to elevate these stories into the next PLE and into the future, and potentially, like I mentioned, into WrestleMania 42. So let me know what you think in the comments down below. I'd absolutely love to hear from you. Then like this video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Lots of love. Cheers.